Welcome to the HubSpot by HubPrompt Guy. In our today's video, we will learn how to create reports using HubSpot. HubSpot is containing a lot of your CRM data and movements, which could be structured and unstructured, like data which have objects like contacts, companies, deals, and unstructured data like email exchanges, tickets, and more like calls. In our today's video, we will see how can we create reports out of this data to present to the leadership or for our own reference. To create your own report, first of all, we need to log into HubSpot and go to reports. Reports is a separate section. It is not available under a specific hub like marketing or service or sale. There is a specific dedicated reporting section, and you can come to reports. Now you see over here there are two things. One is reports, one is dashboard. What are these? Reports is basically an overview or picture of a particular set of data, like how many leads came in this month or how many tickets were created this month. Dashboard, on the other hand, is the collection of reports. For example, if you want to build a report for your customer support team, it could be how many tickets were created this month, how many tickets were solved this month, how many tickets are overdue this month, and how many tickets are pending this month, and so on, depending on your use cases and requirements. In order to have a dashboard, you need to have multiple reports, and then these multiple reports could be just pinned to a dashboard and we can see all of them together. So we'll start with reports. In order to create report, as you can see, I've created many reports over here. You need to click on this orange button and you will have an option of creating a report with AI, creating a report, and creating a dashboard. Creating a report with AI is a very simple process. It's just prompt engineering. All you need to do is enter a prompt and HubSpot will automatically gather all the data, put it into a branded or a specific format, and create a report out of it. For example, I ask him how many leads I got in last 3 months and what were their source. Since I'm using sample data, my reports would look a lot less in terms of data, but with your production data, HubSpot will work like it has done some magic to your reports and data set. So currently, as you can see, HubSpot is querying HubSpot with the prompt that I have given. Then HubSpot is checking HubSpot data. It's selecting the properties that should be used to create a report. So it just take a few minutes. So it says like I got 89 leads in last 3 months, and based on what contacts it has created a donut chart for me. So HubSpot automatically chooses what kind of chart is required and how my report comes like. So either I can save it or I can edit it if I want more color themes as per my choice, or if I want to change it to a bar graph instead of a donut. I could do all that kind of basic customization basically. So this is how an AI based report would work on HubSpot. Now we'll come to the section where you can create reports manually. These reports are more interactive, more custom. So as you can see, I am inside the report creator. We have a few template report library that are provided by HubSpot. So basically these are the predefined template that HubSpot has given for sales team or performance team. They are like easy to track matrices. So instead of building things from scratch, you already have things in place, so you just need to connect the dots. It's a simpler process. So then we have custom reports and single object reports. Custom reports are the combination of data sets. Like if you want to see a data that how many contacts were created this month and they belong to which companies. So now you need values from two data sets, that is companies and contacts. Also, if you have a specific requirement like how many contacts created tickets and they belong from which company, so now you need three data sets. So in that cases you would go for a custom object report. Then it comes a single object report. So single object report is like a deals or a contact. For example, you want to see the deals progression, like at this moment of time how is my deals pipeline looking, or how is my renewal pipeline looking, or how is my support pipeline looking. So you can track all that using a single object report. Custom object report are more versatile, and we will discuss this today. I'll choose next, and I will see that now here I can create my own report or start with a particular data set. Once I have to create my own report using my own data sources, I just need to choose my primary data source and add more data sources. If I want to start with a data set, I just choose a curated collections of data and calculations. So that is more or less of a use case. We will discuss the one that is more important and more widely used, that is creating a report with your own data set. So primary data source over is contacts. I could choose and navigate between the others as well, like form submitted and stuff. If I want to include multiple things together over here, for example, I also want to see the companies part of it, I also want to see the tickets part of it, I also want to see the deals part of it, I can combine multiple data sources over here. And that's the beauty of creating a custom report. So once you create, click on the next button, you will have a report builder view. So I'll just give a name to this report as a sample report. Now you can see these are all the contact properties, these are the company properties, these are the deal properties, these are the ticket properties. So now instead of just selecting one kind of property, I can select multiple kind of property. Let's build the lead report, but in a different way. I want to see how many new companies, how many new contacts, how many new deals were created in this particular month. Now I can see that there were these many companies, these many contacts, these many deals, but I don't know whether these are on a monthly basis or on an hourly basis. To answer your question, these are the lifetime values. But what if I want to filter it? There is a concept of filter it. Go to the filters and choose the filter you want to apply. You can apply multiple filters as well as a single filter and a combination of filter using and or operations. Let's say I want to apply a date filter, so I'll choose and drop a create date over here. Yes, you can also search. So my values are popping up based on my frequent usage, but you can also search. So this create date is for tickets, but I want to apply create date based on contacts, because contacts are the primary decider. If a contact is not there, associated contact company is not there. If a contact is not there, then associated contact ticket is not there. If a contact is not there, then same way deal is not there. So I will choose create date for contacts instead of choosing create date for a company or create date for a ticket. So there are different concepts of create date. Maybe a contact could be created today, let's say 23rd of July. But after 3 or 4 days, he emailed to the support. So the ticket create date becomes different from the creation of contact date. So we need to be very careful. So in this case, a pro tip is always go for contact create date. Now, how to use this filter? Once you've chosen contact create date, you can choose between various options, like for example these aggregation are, it is known, if it is unknown, if it is updated, is more than, is less than, is between. We want to see last 90 days data. Let's say we see last 3 months. So I will go for an is, and then maybe I can either scroll or either I can search for. I want to do last 90 days, I just type 90, I choose 90, and then I give an apply. So HubSpot in the real time is now applying this query, and now the data is shrinked up. Now I want to do some styling. I want to show totals, I don't want to show totals. I want to see record ID, I don't want to see the record ID. I want to select a particular column, or maybe I want to configure the visualizations. That could be done over here as well. Now let's say if you want to see which contact was created on which date, you can also drop this to the field values. If you don't want this is report is sufficient enough for you, you could go ahead with these two. So basically all the kind of aggregations are possible. As you know, the field can move data here to keep them handy and prep for your chart and drill downs, right? So instead of table, if I would have wanted a vertical bar, so HubSpot will translate it into a vertical bar, or maybe if you can see it as a line trend and things like that. Now, since HubSpot is offering so many options, sometimes it could be overwhelming and confusing. So there is an option called recommend based on the data. So just toggle it on, and based on the data, HubSpot is recommending you to use performance KPI here. So I'll click on performance KPI, and HubSpot is now translating my visualizations. Now this is more easy looking thing. So once I am satisfied with my report, or you can do a pivot table or a table, that is what HubSpot recommends you to do. In this case, for the case of this data, but I like this one. This is elegant, this is easy to look, and it's easy on the eye. So what I do want to do over here is save report, and if you want to add it to a dashboard or don't add it to a dashboard, currently since I'm not using this report for a production purpose, I won't choose it to add for a dashboard. But yes, if you choose to add to a dashboard, there would be so many options over here, like all the dashboards that you already have in place inside your CRM, you would be able to add them. Then HubSpot also automatically adds a description, like this report displays number of unique contacts created in past 90 days. It also shows how many distinct companies and deals were associated with these contacts. So it's very descriptive, and it's AI. Then you can choose who can access this report. If this report is super confidential and it's for own use, you can just set it private. You can set it to everyone. In this case, everyone can view and edit, or view only, or you can create for specific users and team. So your HubSpot has capability of user management, where you can create teams, you can assign different members to the team, you can have a support team, have a sales team, have a customer success team, and assign members to it. So if you want to have a detailed video on how to create teams and how to manage users among HubSpot, you can pin down on comments and I would be helping you out. In this case, I'll keep it as a private report. This is a non-prod test report, so we'll go with this and we'll keep yours safe. So once my report is ready, I can see my sample report is in the report over here. Now, how to move them to a dashboard, or basically how to have a dashboard. So having a dashboard is a very simple process. You can see I have so many dashboards over here for different purposes. Let's say, so how to create one for your own users. Go to the next and create a dashboard. Again, HubSpot has some suggested templates where you don't need to create a report. Your report should be automatically created using AI. It has like 6 default reports. It has 8 default reports. It could be service team performance, service overview, email reports, and so on. But if you want to have a dashboard of your own, you want everything customized, your data set is unique, and you want to see unique values instead of relying on the default reports that are provided by HubSpot, you can create your own dashboard. You can give a name to it, let's say test dashboard. Once you create a test dashboard, you can also say who can access this dashboard, whether it would be limited to super admins and owners only, whether everyone can just view and edit this dashboard, or it's a team dashboard and everyone can view, or you want to again assign a specific team or users to it. So most of the cases, people will go for assign teams and users to it, because every dashboard is specific for a specific set of people. In my case, I will go for everyone to view and create a dashboard. So this is kind of a public dashboard and everyone can just view around. So how to add reports over here? It's a simple report. All the reports that you have created exist over here. All you need to do is click on add and click on add to dashboard. Dashboard automatically adds it. You can resize and reposition or design these kinds of structure over here. Then again there are some ready-made reports. Target account by ideal customer, deals with most recent revenues, average time for contacts to be closed. Let's say I am trying to add a report. I really don't know how it would come on. Okay, good. So it's say by offline sources, average time to that I take to close is 1.1 day. For organic search, they directly come to website and pay for the subscription, so it could be like 7 days. So basically, I can automatically include things, reports to dashboard. Not just include, but you can also perform querying on them. Let's say I want to have some quick filters added to it. So let's say I could have give a date range. So now I have a quick filter. So now if I want to see data for different time range, I can just select is, and then I can see instead of last 90 days, I can see what's going on this month so far. So just I click and apply. So automatically you say the instead of going again to the report designer, going again and changing the filter, dashboard will allow to filter me the reports based on the date range, not just this one but also the below one. And it's not just about date range, you can also filter by owners, you can also filter by team, you can also filter by multiple aggregation. You can select more than one aggregation like owners and date range together and so on. Even if you're not satisfied with this filtering, we can have deep level of filtering where you can also apply advanced filters, and you can choose between contact properties, ticket properties, or company properties and so on. For example, you want to see all the US companies, so you would go for company properties and go for region, and then you can mention that the country should be USA or something like that. So all the advanced filtering is as well possible as well. Once your dashboard is ready, the last and the final step is to share these dashboards. Sharing the dashboard is a very easy process. For example, you can come over here. Oh yeah, one more thing. Activity log is if somebody comes to your dashboard and perform operation and you want to track who changed the data set, or if it is a public dashboard, if it is accessible for everyone, you can go to activity log and you can see that this person is changing filter group, this person is changing the dashboard layout, this person has added something to this. So activities log is very helpful if you're maintaining a dashboard that has been used by more than one people. You can share dashboard, you can copy URL and share the URL on Slack or Teams. You can share it directly to the Slack. You can email these dashboard. It's not just about one-time email. It asks you whether it will be sent one or it could be a recurring email. Let's say this is a weekly report for your CEO. So you can say yes. You can give an email claim. Let's say this is a test. Then you can give a subject, then you can give a message, all the daily stuff. Then you can set a schedule like this is a weekly report and I want to send every Monday. Or let's say if it's a daily report, I can do I don't work on Saturday and Sunday, so I'll ignore those times. So what time of the day? So I prefer to work in PDT, so let's say 9 a.m. PDT. I want to people to have these reports as a PDF as well, so I can choose PDF. I can also choose between PPT or PNG, and if they want to export data, I can choose that as well. So I have applied a few filters over here, as you see, date filter, owner filters. If you want that people to see this report with the applied filters, that you will say send with current dashboard filters, otherwise send without dashboard filter. Once you are done, you can just schedule this email. Before even scheduling, you can preview that how this email would look like. This email would look like something like this, and this would basically the report would look something like this. And then maybe, oh my god, and then maybe you can come back and adjust the previews. After adjusting the preview, it's all left is scheduling the email. And once your email is scheduled, you are free from your daily manual repetitive work of creating, updating and sharing the reports. And I hope this video was helpful, and let me know if you have any further questions around it.